Hi my friends, I'm Juliet Lobo back again with another interesting video on how you can increase your productivity. So before going ahead, a humble request, if you could like, share, subscribe my video, that would surely make my day and bring a smile on my face. Thank you for that in advance. So let's go ahead. Let's understand productivity. So we would have heard this word in our college life or corporate life about how you can increase your productivity. So what is this productivity? Let's understand. You do a certain thing. You should try doing it in a best possible way so that you use optimum resources, try to complete the task in minimum duration and give the best output. This is something in terms of productivity. So let's understand with an example. Suppose this is a pen. I'm able to write 100 words per minute. Now, slowly and gradually, I do a little bit more practice. And in a week's time, I'm able to achieve 110 words per minute. Then I try to do some little more practice and then I'm able to achieve 120 words per minute in a minute I'm able to achieve from 100 to a 120 words in a span of 2 weeks. And input is same. I'm just using this pen and little bit I am doing some stuff in improving my writing. So this is an example of you've increased the productivity. Let's take another example. Suppose we have a barber who uses this scissor and is able to chop the hairs of the people who want to explore this particular option. He makes different styles of haircut to respective individuals. Initially, when he would have recently started, he would have got some examples about how he can modulate the hairstyle, how he can make things fancy. But over a week or 10 days or over the month, he would have gradually increased and understood the styles and he can deliver far more better results. So if he was able to do 5 types of haircuts in first week, he can slowly understand the skills, learn from the expertise of others, make use of YouTube and go to a 25 types of haircut. In same duration, in a same particular day, he can use his skill or her skill to deliver 25 types of haircut. So the person is increasing the skill. That's one of the ways how he can be more productive. Now let's understand why it is important. Okay, suppose I do a work, I am typing certain activities and I am requested to type a certain document every day. The same document, little bit changes here and there. Initially, I used to use typewriter. Now I can just update it on a keyboard on my laptop. And slowly and gradually, there can be a system wherein you just put a keyword and the document can be generated. So here you've seen a transition. So you've seen a transition from a manual work to an automated work. So this has increased the productivity because initially it used to take labor, that is an employee or a person to do the work. Now the system is doing. So the system is making things more effective. I'll give an example. Initially, we used to create PowerPoint presentations with PowerPoint and we used to take multiple sliders from here and there, do multiple research and create a presentation. That may used to take half an hour, 45 minutes, 2 hours because you have to first strategize what has to be in that presentation. Then you have to understand the flow of how the presentation should be, how the closure should be. In case you want to show some sales amount, you would have to do some research on those lines also. So there are multiple aspects making a package of a presentation. Welcome to the world of AI. Couple of tools can directly generate PowerPoint presentations or any presentations for you with just couple of clicks and couple of keywords. So this is how we've advanced today. So what all work would have been done in 2 hours time, half an hour's time can be just done in 5 minutes or below that. So that's fantastic. Now, should we be scared? I don't think we should be scared, but we should learn to adapt to these things. I'll again give you one example. Initially, for a copywriter, for a content creator, the person should have written couple of things on own. The person used to take time to think over the aspects, jot it down, do corrections, discuss with the family, do multiple types of research, and then jot down things. This was very labor intensive. Now we have ChatGPT. So ChatGPT, if you just put a keyword and if you are able to produce multiple keywords from same scenarios, you can get multiple things without much difficulties. So this is how the world is moving to productivity and AI. So let's understand two types of factors that are included in productivity. One is a single factor or a little bit factor kind of. I'll give you an example. So if you put a labor, you get some output. If you put capital, you get some output. If you put land or infrastructure, you get certain output. So you put single items or single aspects to gain a productivity or output of a certain thing. This is single requirement for productivity, and there is a certain requirement which is overall. So you put all the things and then you achieve a productivity. So these are two major types of productivity. Now how is a productivity measured in office? So I'll give you an example of an organization which is doing a voice process. So first of all, if the employee comes to the organization, what all the employee should have to be productive? First, the systems. Second, the training. Third, mentorship coaching aspects. Fourth, evaluation or feedback that the person can get. And the test to certify the person that he or she is competent to do that job, the job role of voice calling. So these are a couple of aspects. So once the person gets certified, the person moves in production. Here again, similar things the person would need. So here there can be some process parameters also. I'll give an example. If a person is working in a certain program, let's take a shipping company. A shipping company has outsources work. So what all the shipping company would need information on? How much ships are getting landed on the port? What all materials are getting out of that ship? How many people are present to do that work? In case there is any casualty, who all are there to mitigate these aspects? So there should be certain things which have these particular details, and then slowly and gradually you analyze these. Once you understand that these are the requirements, how you can improve things. I'll give you an example. Suppose I am a new employee. Initially, during start of the months, I would do lots of errors because I would try to understand things. I would try to understand how I should open a particular call, how I should give greetings in that particular call, how I should use a whole process, how I should do research, how I should engage the customer on that particular call, how I can give the closing, how I can transfer if it is an escalation either to a different team or to my supervisor. Initially, during first couple of months, it may be challenging for that particular new employee. But as the person goes on, the person understands the nitty-gritty of the products, and the person will need less support system. So the person becomes more productive. If the person is doing 100 errors in the start of the month, the errors would be a little bit reduced to at least 85% good cases, or 90%. No, 90% would be too high. At least 75 to 85 the person can be in terms of good cases. Then we have a person who does quality analysis. So this person, what is the job role is, the person would try to find out errors. Basis the errors, the person would give coachings to these particular folks who have worked on these cases and inform them about the avenues how they can make things more smoother. So once they get this feedback, slowly and gradually, if the same new hire or employee starts incorporating this, the person can be more productive because the error rate would reduce. So the person can reach a 90 or a 95 in 3-4 months time. So from an error of 25-30% in initial months, the person can go to an error of 5 to 10% in 6 to 7 months. So person is becoming more productive. That means the person is understanding things, the person is willing to contribute. So this is a small example about how productivity can be increased. So let's understand how we can achieve this, how we can organize things to be more productive. First of all, I, as a person, as an individual, as an employee, would like to understand things of what I have to do. First, I have to get a clear vision about what I should do. So if I know if I have to do 5 things in a certain thing, then I'll break it down. I'll see what is important for me. For me personally, even in my personal life, if I have to do 5 things, first I'll see what is important for me and what can be delegated to my brother or my mom or my husband or my friends or anyone. So first I try to see which are high important critical things which I have to complete. So I try to focus on that. If I'm not able to complete, I keep reminders in my mobile that I have to complete this particular task in a certain day, that is today itself or maximum by tomorrow. If that gets completed, and if there's scope for doing other tasks also simultaneously, I try doing that. So there will be certain tasks which I can delegate, so I focus on those aspects also. Now there might be certain things which require my involvement, but I can push these things to tomorrow or day after. So I strategize on those things. So this is one aspect. I strategize of what I have to do and how I have to do. Next, as said, we've also covered how we can do things. So I'll give you an example. I know that I have to become a badminton champ. Just giving an example that I have to become a badminton champ in next quarter. So every day I'll wake up early, go to the badminton stadium, practice at least for 1 hour, do exercise for 1 hour, take guidance from my coach mentor. I'll try to attend certain competitions, win them. I'll try to give my full-fledged efforts and win the competition. So I'm becoming productive to achieve this particular competition, and yay, I win that. So I get gifts also. So yes, if you are able to showcase good productivity above and beyond your salary, your organizations may reward you also with incentives. Or if they feel that people are not performing entirely, they can increase some incentives or get some incentives in the program so that people get aligned to do the work. Next aspect is if there is already high volume and still there is a requirement to be productive, organizations can adopt for overtime, or they can also ask employees to work on their week off, so which they can pay these particular employees. So employees benefit on those aspects also. How the organizations benefit? They are able to manage their targets and deliver to the client and get paid. Now, employees, there can be new employees and tenured employees also. So the manager who is managing this have to effectively manage what all percentage the contribution, the person should understand what all contribution would come from the new employee and the existing employee, so that the person or the manager is able to manage the requirements. So manager also plays an important role, manager or a supervisor. Then if you are able to achieve all these things, you can achieve a work-life balance. Couple of employees want to do 9 hours work within 9 hours only. That's good. Couple of employees may take 15 hours also to do similar work. So I would like to be in first category, wherein at least I'm able to complete my work and enjoy my work-life balance. I'm able to be with my family, take a walk outside, do some activities on meditation, gymming, fight with my brother. So all these things are important in life. So I try to manage in these particular aspects, still be productive. Next aspect is I also make calendar for myself, what all regular activities are needed. If I have to do certain health checkups, I monitor those aspects also. Health checkups can be for me, my family, anyone. Then I keep 15 minutes for me for exercise, yoga. Then I know that couple of days I would also have to devote to my office, so I strategize the next days accordingly. So these are couple of things which I use for my productivity. And definitely weekends I love to be reading things, what are new, what's going on in industry, whether it is from my field or not from my field, which is more enriching, but which I think can add value. So I try to do multiple courses to be more productive. I've also done a green belt certification. So green belt certification, I've got a little bit thought process about how I can understand things, how I can break things into multiple things, how I can have a bird's eye view of a certain things, how and who I can make accountable to do these things, and that has helped me a lot. So green belt certification also can help you to be productive. If not, just make a regular timetable and try following it. That's the best thing that I can inform you. So all the very best. Try to be yourself first and be productive also. Take care of your health, your family's health. Do like, share this video with everyone, and stay healthy, stay connected, be part of the community. Subscribe, and thank you.